Good day, beautiful light soul beings. I am Christiane, and I am really feeling connected this full moon in so many ways, I'm taking in so many different things, so many parts of me are opening up. I feel this is another step towards stepping into my multidimensional self. All of these parts of me that are being retrieved back to me, and I love it. And as I was walking, I was thinking about what this journey has been, of this fear of being too much. When in reality we are so much, and that is this awakening into becoming these quantum genius versions of ourselves, which is who we really are, instead of this kind of like lower dense egoic fear-based separated being that thinks it has to be all these things and thinks that it cannot be all these other things, when we're in reality what this awakening is about is really retrieving all the bits and pieces of you, all the things that you have collected and gained from past lives and experiences and the journey of your essence. And instead of this fear of being too much, it is in reality realizing we are so much. And yes, that is a little bit of a journey to start to really embody and understand, and really all the places we have these fears of being too much is what we're healing to gain more and more of the parts of us, and really stepping into all of who you are. And as I was walking, I was getting this picture of Kundalini people. Like, they have this certain kind of energy, a lot of them, they're part of this kind of community, and it's a lot of like light colors, and they have this radiance about them, this really light radiance about them. Their music, their gatherings is really high vibrational, and it's really light. It's all about the light. And you have the same in some ayahuasca circles, when maybe it's becoming more like Santo Daime, or more like religion, not religion in a bad way, but more a little bit out of the jungle and more into the church in a way. And there again, everybody's wearing white, and you're not supposed to have black clothes in a ceremony, and but I love the jungle, I love the darkness, I love the snakes, I love all of it. I love the light too, I love all of it. And when I was thinking, getting this image about the Kundalini people and feeling into it, I was like, I love that energy. I love seeing how they have their events, or making their music, or gathering in song, and these really beautiful vibrations. It's so delightful to take in. I love it. But at the same time, it's also a little bit of this blend feeling. It's like yes, it's so beautiful, but it's like a little boring too. And I was contemplating, like, it's kind of sattvic, it's kind of, yes, and that's a part of like the old paradigm of awakening, like not stimulating your senses too much, and like, but it's kind of blend. And I was realizing, like, in this journey of becoming all that I am, it's so much more. It's embodying and journeying into all the darkness and all the other pieces of you to really retrieve more and more of who you are, of your God-like genius self. You will find that in every single shadow. And when we only venture into the light and kind of fear a little bit of the darkness, we awaken to a lot of the light, but we lack a little bit of the juiciness, of the depth, of all the little finite curiosities that is a part of your multidimensional being. It's a little bit more sassy, I would say, for sure. It's instead of just being like the sattvic kind of balanced self, it's sassy, it's juicy, it's colorful. It's like we are all the colors, we're all of it. And it's like, if you know this energetic channel that goes through the center of your being, it's like the lower energies are more like the earth and the root and the driving life force that's just like coming up. And then a lot of the light, like a lot of the people who work with the light kind of do a lot of work in their hearts, and for sure the end product is living from the heart. But it's like this kind of like some parts, some energies of the central channel is very much loved and worshipped and gardened and flowered. But then what about the lower energies, which is more like driving and sassy and all of it, all the colors? And if we're supposed to transcend duality here in this school of duality, all of the healing takes place in all of the frequencies, all of the energies along the scale. The lower ones, the higher ones, and the more you meet and work and release the resistance you have to the lower frequencies and energies, the more you open up to higher frequencies and the ability to journey higher up. So I feel like this one memory that's coming to me was, we had an event, like we called it the Yin journey, where we had these somatic body journeys with music and dancing afterwards, and the DJ was playing. And there came this older guy to me, and when the DJ was playing in the dancing party afterwards, and he was like, oh, these frequencies of the music, like they're not from the light, and I'm a DJ myself and I work a lot with dolphin frequencies, and I love that. I love dolphin frequencies, and I love light frequencies and what they turn on inside of me. But the more and more I work with them, with all of the frequencies and being able to surf them freely, like on the dance floor, like it is just a journey, learning to be fully free to all kind of frequency, so that all kind of music can move freely through your body, as a metaphor for resonance, for vibration, being able to fully flow through your being without any resistance. And that is when you are what I call somatically free. Somatically free, it means your vehicle is fully free to resonate frequency. It has done all its shadow work. It's not afraid of certain frequencies, so it's maintaining duality. It is transcending duality because it's free to feel all of the frequencies. And that is when your body vehicle can really turn things up a notch. That is when you can vibrate fully, aligning to all kinds of frequency, and really do embodied manifestation and co-creation through feeling, through resonance, to being able to ring emotion. And to be able to ring and navigate and align and co-create through vibration, your body needs to be fully free to vibrate. And when you're holding resistance to certain emotions, which is energy in movement, and it's no longer in movement if you hold the resistance to an energy, so it cannot flow freely. It is maintaining duality. It is when you are able to meet, and let's get experiential, it is when you are able to meet and work with all the things, all the emotions, all the things you feel, all the things that other things bring up inside of you, and you're able to feel them, just meet them and open up to them and allow them to vibrate and just feel them. And it is when you just feel them, meet them with no resistance, neutrality. So not judging it, not saying it's right or wrong, just being with it. Neutrality is 0 point, when 0 point is room for unlimited possibilities. It is not directing, not judging, not holding duality. It is just opening in expansion for infinite possibility. And when you're able to really feel from a neutral place, then the energy can flow freely. And then your body becomes much freer. It's like it releases one part it was blocked, one part that it wasn't free. And the more and more you do this, find every single place you hold a resistance to energy. Find every single place you hold a resistance to feeling some kind of vibration or emotion, or let other people be your guides. Everyone who brings up this kind of feeling, or anything, or music, or other vibration that brings up some kind of resistance within you, it doesn't mean that you are going to start aligning to this energy you're feeling, or starting to become this energy you're feeling. You're just gonna allow it to be able to flow freely through you, so that it doesn't get stuck inside of you. That is the root to all of the things that you hold in your tension patterns, in your blockages, in your energetic blockages. It is through those blockages that you transcend duality, when you are able to feel freely, fully, from neutrality. And then it all releases, it's all dissolving, it just flows. It's not a blockage anymore. And I guess like that is the journey for the sensitive empaths, for us in the front row doing the first energetic awakenings here, becoming sentient beings. And we are so sensitive, and we're kind of a little not broken, but we're kind of like a little traumatized by energy. And I was thinking about this when I was walking past the ocean just now, because I was having all these downloads about what I was going to say in the video. It was just coming, and then I was feeling the water, and I was realizing I'm now able to fully just feel the energy of the water, feel the vibration, the frequency of water, feel the energy. And then when I'm fully able to feel that energy, it's inside of me. I become the water. And I'm so much freer to do this kind of, I call it like shamanistic quantum some kind of, it's like empaths. What we really are is quantum shamans, is shamans. We're able to feel all kinds of vibration, and we're able to align and become all kinds of vibration. We can probably shape shift, we can turn into water, we can feel all the elements, we can feel all kinds of energetic movements. But when you are afraid of certain energies, your body vehicle is not fully free to, for instance, shape shift or become the water. You can probably become some things, but you're not fully free because you're still holding duality. So yeah, I think like that has maybe also been a little bit of the journey for the empath, because we take in all this energy, but we have resistance to some energies, and that's how the energy gets stuck inside of us. And so easily we blame, we don't take responsibility. We say, oh, what a horrible energy, I don't want that. It's that energy is taking me away from my center. It's that energy's fault, that person's fault, that event's fault, that narcissist, that that music, I don't know. But it's nothing to do with that, them. Whatever you're experiencing, that is just a teacher showing you a place that you're holding a resistance to certain vibrations, so that you can open up more and become freer in your body vehicle to just feel, to experience, so that everything that you energetically experience on your path, on this journey here can move through you. You're here to experience. And when you're holding resistance to certain kind of energies, saying they're wrong or bad or dark or not of the light, then you're not able to experience that. You're taking away from the richness of your experience. You're just meant to be here and experience, to be able to feel the whole sun inside of you, all the rays, all of it, all the emotions, all of it. Learn, excited, experience. And one last memory I'm getting up is I was on a dolphin trip, because I love dolphins. I was on a dolphin trip last summer, and we were this beautiful crew working a lot with like ceremonies and meditating with the dolphins, and it was amazing. But there was this guy there who was kind of opposite to me. He was kind of like much more the lower energies. Like his energetic configuration was a whole other one. And if you're into human design, like you can really see the different qualities of people's energetic configuration. And my energetic configuration, if I'm going to use human design, is I'm really defining my heart, throat, and ajna. I'm really open in the lower chakra, so I really have had this journey of being afraid to this part of the central channel, and and especially this energy below my central channel, groundedness. I was airy fairy, really, like I didn't even eat root vegetables. I didn't even like that kind of energy. I was up in space. And anyways, this guy had a very opposite energy to mine, and he, in the last days, he confessed to me, like we had this conversation, and he said like it had been an absolute honor and a pleasure to experience my energy, because at first he had judged it a little bit, because he was kind of like, he couldn't really believe that someone was that bubbly or just like happy or radiant in a way. But then throughout our journey on this boat, I showed so much more of myself. I showed my depths. I showed my singing from my heart. I showed all the tones. I showed my tears. I showed my fears. I showed all of it. Not just up here, lightness, bubbliness. I showed all of it. And he said, like, when he had seen all of me, the depths, together with my bubbly lightness, my love, he just wanted to drink me like a fruit, because it was so rich, it was so juicy, it was it's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. And I can just say, like, it is in my depths, journeying into my pain, my depths, my not just the lightness, the bubbliness, but in the depths, into my being, into the depths of Gaia, that I've found, like, the depths to my bubbliness. And that is where the tones, all the tones from my heart when I sing comes from the pain, from the sorrow, from all of the energies, from being able to experience all of it, all the colors of the rainbow, all of the vibrations of the spectrum. And it is really where I get my depths from, where I get my depth from. And this is where I get my depth, like, that comes out of my eyes. Like, this is where my heart gets, like, its strength, its power. So there's so many aspects to the heart. Like, I can be like so soft and open and surrender. But from my depths, from journeying into the darkness, my heart gets this fire, this kind of fierceness that's radiating out of my eyes. And of course, it's not always there, just as the softness and the tenderness is not always there. But it's the multifaceted, it's the multi-dimensional being that is so rich and so juicy that you can drink it like a fruit, because it has all of the taste, all of the colors of the rainbow, of the spectrum, and all of it has turned into a genius version of yourself. That's all. Namaste. One last thing. Woo. Finishing with the central channel, like this energetic channel in the center of your being, connecting you with the center of the earth, connecting you with all God, all of the light that streams through you like a beam portal. Yes, this awakening is about awakening of the heart, but it's where you can experience love, and love is the center of who you are, and love is this energy that runs through your whole being. It's different kind of experience of love, but when you start to heal the different aspects of feeling, like the lower energies, the higher energies, it is like you can feel all of it. All of it is love. All of it is love. The sexuality is love. The heart is love. Understanding, opening of the mind. Understanding is love. All of it is love. It just has a little bit of a different tone, but it's love running through your whole being. It's love.